If you use commercial napkins on your air dry clay, this video might be for you. I'm doing an experiment using mixed printed tissue scraps on my air dry clay. Let's see what happens. I'll be moving fast and focusing on finishing all of my trinket dishes. That's where the real test is going to happen. If you'd like more detail on making trinket dishes with your air dry clay, I have several on my channel. I'll link one here and you can check it out when you get time. Until then, let's keep moving. I actually made 4 trinket dishes, although they're all different. The 2 hearts are slightly different in the way that I formed them. Then I took and made a circular one out of a form fold. I just laid it on top, and then I did a pinch where I just kind of pinched the pot and made it around and then put it inside of a form. So we aren't going to get into great detail, but here's the differences that you'll see. It took a little over 24 hours for all my trinket dishes to dry. They look beautiful. Now it's time to sand. I don't have a lot of cracks or splits within the clay. I conditioned it fully in the beginning, and that seemed to help. Also, turning them on a regular basis, allowing everything to have full access to air, really seems to limit the cracks and problems. So let's go ahead and sand them down, make them smooth. Don't forget your mask. There's a lot of dust flying. Sanding is done and they each look awesome. Now this is where the fun begins. Let's look at each page I decided to use. We'll go through the process of applying them. I kind of went random, and you'll see me go back and forth because I kind of put one down, then went to the next one. So let's check it out and see how it works. I think one of the hardest things for me was trying to pick the right paper for the right trinket dish. So it was kind of fun though, but what you'll notice is I do have some jelly prints there, but I also have some tissue with distressed ink. I found that the distressed ink was a little harder to cut and also a little more fragile. The actual paper itself became very ripped up, but I was able to find a piece of it that I really liked. It was really actually very pretty. So I used some Liquitex gloss medium and applied, but what I did notice is the distressed inks that I had sprayed on the tissue paper, they came up when I applied the gloss medium. You'll notice on within the gloss medium itself, it starts to turn a little red. As we go through, you'll notice I decorated each trinket dish in its own unique fashion. Here I'm using metallic acrylic paints. Now, using the distressed ink on the tissue paper, it became very difficult to cut, and that's a new blade. I kind of struggled with that for quite a while. So I ended up picking up a pair of scissors, you'll see here in a minute, where I ended up cutting through the paper and trying to get it as close to the clay as I possibly could. As I moved through, it attached very well. It looked nice. It was somewhat smooth, but I kind of liked the imperfection of it. And I found taking sandpaper to the edges was really helpful to get rid of any ragged paper that I couldn't cut away in the process. So it looks wonderful. So we have the front all done on the heart. Now let's do the back. I chose a different color of metallic gold for this one. And now I've got a gold pen that goes around the edges. It really just highlights the shape and the red of the paper. And it really is a beautiful pen that I use quite often. So I'm using a jelly print scrap here. It's on tissue, and I just made a template for the bottom of the trinket dish rather than trying to cover the sides. I just used gloss medium, and nothing picked up because it was the acrylic paint, so it looked really wonderful. Time to decorate the second heart. I got these Sharpie paint markers and I could hardly wait to try them, so I thought this was the perfect project. And let me tell you, they did not disappoint. They were worth everything. The coverage that they provided, oh my goodness, it was like so simple and so bright. They were really, really well saturated. So I just did an impromptu here and just decided to decorate this trinket dish with these paint markers. I had made little tiny hearts and decided at this point that I was going to incorporate those into this design. I wasn't quite sure how, but let's color them and see what happens. Let's see where we're at. Here is the Sharpie. This is the distressed ink. I think that is gorgeous. Painted on the back. We have not done our gloss varnish. This is the jelly print with acrylic ink. Again, not bad. I'm really kind of liking this. So let's continue on with decorating this second heart. At this point, I decided I wanted to put the hearts, the little mini hearts, right down the center of the trinket dish. So here we are. Now it's time to decide which paper to use for the back of our heart. I've got several jelly print pieces. They're mostly scraps of acrylic paint on tissue paper. So that is automatically not going to be used, not the same color palette. So okay, we've got 3 here. I think that it's going to be a little difficult because of the angle, so that just didn't have enough color. This one to me was just a one note. Even though there's gold in there, it was real pretty, but here I think fit perfect. It's got like the darker color of red and pink, so let's cut this out and see how it works. What I've noticed here with this tissue paper that I'm working with, this is a jelly print and it's got a couple layers on it, and as I lay it over, the paper is somewhat thicker in texture than your commercial napkin when you peel away the different layers. So I am going to take the template that created the heart and I'm just tracing it out, and what I want is I want a nice even edge around the heart itself, and I'll try the heart over the back, and you see it's not real even. So I got a little fiddly with it because it really kind of bugged me. So I went back and started trimming just a little bit of the bottom half of the heart as a way to even up my edges just a little bit. This entire heart has been a bit fussy for me. I got it all trimmed down. It still wasn't perfect, but that's okay. It matched, it looked good, so I decided to go ahead and adhere it with the Liquitex Gloss Medium. One thing that I did notice when I went to put it on, I don't know if it was because of the shape of the heart, but I could not really maneuver or, move the paper around. Once it was stuck, it was stuck. So if you notice, the bottom edges were not all that even with the top edges, even though I thought I had gotten it squared away. But it was fine. It looks nice. I like it. The paper is very pretty. And here I have my favorite gold pen. And I'm going to go around the edges and fill in with this beautiful gold. It's like liquid gold. So I'm happily coloring around my edges, and this I did not realize would become very slick. The paint went over onto my paper and I was like, oh no. Well, you know what? We'll fix it. And that's exactly what I did. I found a way, and it was really awesome because I didn't have a pattern that I had to match up. I could just take my paper and trim it down and then adhere it on top of it. It was really quite easy to do, and I was very happy that I was able to fix it because I was liking the direction I was going. If you notice, the initial piece that I cut out is just a little bit lighter than the rest of them. So what I ended up doing was going back, I adhered the lighter version because it fit that corner piece very well. So I went ahead and adhered that with the medium and then started layering on the different colors to even it out to match the rest of the heart. It really wasn't a big deal and was really real simple. So I ended up being able to fix it. As you'll see in the end, it looked good and I was very happy with how it worked out. Back to coloring the edges. Wanted to make sure they were all covered and colored because it really does, I don't know, there's just something about a gold edge. Now it's time to add the little baby hearts. I scored the back of my clay hearts and was going to go ahead and add the PVA bond glue and just glue them into place. Since I haven't really done any kind of varnishing or glazing, I figured I'd get these stuck on and see how it looks and go from there. These little hearts are kind of an experiment too because I've never used glue on air dry clay. If I want something attached, I build it when I'm making the clay item and let it dry and bond that way. But anyways, I think it looks pretty good. What do you think? The final paper, Mommy Gummied paper. This is tissue paper with the Ranger Illusion ink spray on top. Again, it was kind of brittle, but once I did the mamigami on it, it really changed the texture and I liked where it was going. It didn't seem as fragile. So I basically put it on the inside, took it up the sides, and used the gloss medium to adhere it to my trinket dish. Time to add the finishing touch, Triple Thick by Deco Art. I like this a lot as it really protects all of my air dry clay projects well. If you like a high gloss, some things I'll use a matte like the Mod Podge that's matte finish, but for these I really wanted to have a nice high gloss and wanted a nice thick protection. I wasn't quite sure how these hearts were going to hold up, but actually they held up pretty well. I liked it a lot. This is the Mommy Gummied. That really changed the texture of the tissue paper when I did the mamigami on it. It really, really adds a whole nother look to it, and it made it much more pliable. Now let's take a recap. Would I do it again? Absolutely. I am going to experiment more with this. When I made these, I made little tiny ones, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and I didn't want to waste a whole lot of product, if you understand how that is. I don't like wasting stuff. But they did. They came out really cute, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, but it was challenging on some of them. But I think as I go along, I'll learn a little bit more as to how to work things through and apply them and all of that. What I really liked though, Mamigami. That pot there that I'm picking up is just, it really is easy and fun to work with. I really loved how the tissue paper looked, and it was much more pliable than the other, and that is the Ranger Illusions ink spray. I hadn't done the bottoms yet, but I did do them after filming. A few that I had done before. This is done with watercolor, and it's got a temporary tattoo and it's got watercolor on it. This obviously was done with this napkin, and this one was just a random organic piece with a stamp in the middle. But all in all, I'll try it again, and I'll try making a bigger one to see if that helps. I don't know if the size may have been an issue, but either way, it was a fun experiment, and I think they're cute. I think they're nice. They aren't perfect. I wasn't going for perfect. I wanted to see if you could take jelly prints, scraps that you have around, and use them in place of napkins. Let me know what you think in the comments. Will you try this process? Will you give it a shot? Use up your scraps? Anyways, if you found value, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.